Good morning, SMP Nation. Let me know if you can hear me, please and thank you. I've got a different mic mode setting on that will hopefully sound better, but I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. But good morning, everyone. I'm so excited that you guys are all here, and perfect. That's all I needed, just a little confirmation. So excited that you guys are here today. And one thing that I need to talk about first and foremost, time is going by too fast, and I don't even know what day it is sometimes. So if you guys are in the same boat, this is good. So because when I was starting to plan today's episode, I'm like, next week is Thanksgiving. How is that even real? I just don't even know. I thought it was October, time is just a very interesting thing. But anyway, now that we're here, we're going to do a little project that's a little bit more geared toward Thanksgiving, but also a great way to get you inspired to do something else. And we're going to be doing a Scrappy Leaf Quilt Block, which I have been loving all of these fall quilt blocks. The pumpkin one, it's so hard for me not to make more of these because I love these pumpkin quilt blocks so much. They're so easy to make, and yeah, they're just so much fun. So we're going to do a maple leaf right here. I didn't have time to make one this morning, but we're going to do it together and we'll see the finished product at the end. But so fun. This is from the Crafty Quilter. And I always look at her blog and all of her patterns that she has available because they are just so wonderful. So highly recommend checking her out. The link to this pattern specifically is down in the description box, but sign up for her newsletter. Her name is Julie. I love all of her tips and techniques that she has got going on and all of the amazing information and education that she has on her blog. So go check her out. So thank you for making this. That way we can all make it as well. So we're going to work on this today. But before I do, I have to say hi to some of you guys, of course. And also I got to let you know of some things that are going on with SMP. But yeah, love scrappy stuff. The Dyed Quilter just commented she loves scrappy stuff. I love scrappy quilt blocks, anything, because I just love the way they turn out. Honestly, I love this pumpkin quilt block. I don't know what is the deal. I love it so much. I always go back and look at it and think of other ways that I can make more and do it and make more projects with it. But yes, so that's what we're doing this morning. How is everyone doing with Thanksgiving coming up? Are you guys busy? Are you planning things? I mean, Thanksgiving, yes, is here soon, but also Christmas. How are we doing? Are our heads still on? I'm still thinking I've got Thanksgiving and then my birthday is the week after that. And then it's Christmas go time because then after that we have countdown to Christmas and it's going to be busy and crazy. And I don't even know what to get people for Christmas. But yes, that's my current mindset right now. So if you guys are on the same page, this is great. This is great. But yes, so yes. Denise said need to get busy, but taking it slow. Me too. I always do that until I'm close to a deadline and I'm like, wait a minute. I relax too much. So yes. Cheryl, oh, thank you. Let me get out of the way so you can see it fully. She loves the ghost quilt block. We did this on Takeover Tuesday a few weeks ago. I think it's episode 55 that we did this together. So if you want the pattern and you want to know how to do it, it's on our other videos from Takeover Tuesday. So go check those out. But super exciting. We love the holiday season. It is hectic and it is fun and it is craziness, but we love it just for that. So speaking of busyness going on this holiday season, we have got some fun stuff coming to you this holiday season. So November 27th, it's coming up so fast. In 15 days, we've got Cyber Monday, the live stream. We're going to be streaming all day right here on our YouTube channel. You can come join in. We're going to be doing demos of different machines and celebrating all the Cyber Monday deals that we have. Some of them are starting early, so you might want to go check them out now. I'm just saying, if you're looking for a new machine or you're Christmas shopping, go check out our website. We've got lots and lots and lots on sale. I think we just, our Janome and Elena sale just started, I think. And we've got a Baby Lock Serger price drop. We did the show on it last Thursday. If you want to check that out, we had Barb Lewis on. She did an amazing job at showing off those sergers. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. I'm even looking at it like, what do I need? I have been eyeing that serger though, because I do not have a serger yet in my sewing area. So I think I need to get on that. But yes, tune into Cyber Monday. We've got lots of fun stuff and giveaways, of course. So you don't want to miss out. You just don't. And then going into December, we've got Countdown to Christmas, which if you've got a free week, December 11th through the 15th, join us. We'll be streaming live all week long. You can tune in and there's going to be education. We actually have some new educators coming in and I won't give it away just yet. We'll do it a little bit closer to the date, but yeah, we've got lots and lots and lots. new and ready and getting prepped for Countdown. So if you've got that week open and you have time to join in and hang out with us for Countdown to Christmas, highly suggest you do, because I want to see you guys on there. So I'll be watching. I'll be managing the stream, watching all your comments. So in case you can't see me, I'm always back there. I'm always there. But yes, so that's SMP for the rest of the year, and we are gearing up. I've been working on Cyber Monday, trying to do it as early as I can, so that way once Cyber Monday starts, we're just off to the races and we are good to go. So I'm very excited, and I hope you guys are too. But yeah, that's what's going on here. And what else? Yeah, just this holiday season, you guys. Time's going by too fast. Pretty soon it's going to be 2024, and that's all a little hectic for me. But alrighty, well, let's get started. Also, I think so next Tuesday, I believe, since Thursday is Thanksgiving, I don't think we'll be having an SMP live show. As much as we'd love to, I think we're all going to be eating turkey and sweet potato casserole and what else? What other? And mashed potatoes and pumpkin pie, okay? So I don't think we're going to have a show on Thursday, but I will be here on Tuesday. So we will do something on Tuesday for sure. And I wanted to do something with a turkey involved. So I'm going to try and find a turkey project. I saw a really, really cute one that involved hand tracing and making a turkey like that. So maybe we'll do that. But we got to do a turkey for Thanksgiving. Because is it even really Thanksgiving without a turkey? I don't know. But yes, so that's the plan. I'll be looking for a cute project that we can do next Tuesday, and we can sit and talk about all of our favorite Thanksgiving things, because Thanksgiving is very near and dear to my heart, specifically because I think when I was born, it was on Thanksgiving. So my birthday every few years will land on Thanksgiving. And I've always been the one that's like, we cannot celebrate Christmas until Thanksgiving is over, because you just can't. I'm starting to hear the Christmas music and I'm like, what? It's not Thanksgiving yet. Exactly. Wanda said time needs to slow down. Only 6 Fridays until Christmas. That's just craziness. That's just crazy talk. But yeah, that's my little rant about Thanksgiving and Christmas. But let's talk about this pattern today, because I love this pattern. I've actually made, I don't know if I have it here. I've used this quilt block before, and I've made it before, and I love it. It's so much fun to make. It's really simple techniques. So if you are just starting out, if you're intermediate and you just want something that will go by quick, this is perfect for you. So yes. All right. We are going to get started. Joanne Banco's here. She said, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, not for the food, really. Just love the idea of a whole day dedicated to being thankful. Yes. Joanne, perfect. I love that. I mean, the food is really good, though. I do love Thanksgiving food. But yes, I love that. So that's why we can't celebrate Christmas yet until Thanksgiving's over, because we have to be thankful, and then we have to go into Christmas. That's just my mindset, my philosophy on that. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Oops, and I am shaking the camera. All right. So let's get started. I've already got all of my pieces. Let's see if this is all going to fall if I show you this. But I've got all of my pieces on this little this wool ironing mat. So if you just go down to the link in the description, you'll find this pattern that you can print out. You can save it as a PDF. This has all of your measurements on it. I'm going to try and zoom in. I had these crossed out because I'm doing the 7.5 size quilt block, just because that's right in the middle of the sizes. And I thought that would be a good size just to show for the sake of the video today. But you'll get this. So these are all the pieces that I cut out. So I'll try and go along with all of these are labeled A through I. So I'll try and keep up. I actually labeled all of my pieces with this Sewline pencil. I wanted to talk about it really quick because it's so fascinating to me. So I'm going to switch my camera over to the machine. So let's do that. So this Sewline pencil, I've been using it a lot more recently, but you've got a black pencil on the end, but if you twist it, you get a pen, or you get a white chalk pencil. Ah, love this. So I use this to label all my pieces just to make it easier on myself when I'm in the groove of sewing and putting pieces together. It just helps me keep everything in place, both in my brain and in the project itself. So love that. But Sewline has amazing pencils and tracing pencils and all types of things because we're going to be using this today. So that's one thing that you're going to need is some sort of tracing pencil or pen or something like that. So that is going to be essential. I saw some comments that I want to. Joanne, you are so nice. I'm going to cry. Joanne, I just love Joanne Banco. Please go check out Let's Go Sew. Joanne is the best. I always watch her videos because I learn a lot from her. So go check out Joanne because I'm thankful for her too. All right. So yes, I love this pen. I just wanted to show you guys that really quick because you're going to be using it throughout this project. Well, any type of one, but if I were to recommend one, that one for sure. So let me just show you some of the fabrics that I'm using because I love fabrics. So here is my backing, or not my backing, I'm sorry, my background. I'm gonna use this green one today. These are scraps. So this is just some pieces of fabric that I pulled from my collection. One day I'll have to show you guys my fabric collection or my scrap bin, because you guys would probably freak out if you saw what's going on in that scrap bin. So I'm using this as our leaf today. I actually used this when we did our acorn coaster and I loved it so much. I had just enough left to cut my pieces for this project. So now we have a little matching projects going on. So that is super exciting. So here's my leaf and then here is our background. And then you do need one more piece for your stem. So I'm using this one today. The green and this one are batiks and the other one is a Tilda, I think it's the Hibernation collection. We have all of this at our retail store, so you guys can go check that out. So here's my little stem. But again, go print out that instructions if you guys were planning on doing this so that way you can follow along and get all your pieces cut. So all right, let's get started. So the first thing is we are going to be taking some 2.5-inch squares. And also I just want to mention I did starch these. I prepped these and ironed them out. They're all flat and good to go. And yeah, so we are all ready to start. I did not put any interfacing though. I think with this type of project, you don't really need it, but you can if you want to, whatever is up to you. So we're going to do some half square triangles with these pieces here today. So I'm going to start, see, you can see my little marks because I want to make sure that I'm using the right pieces. Just saying. All right, so we are going to right size together like always. And what I'm going to do is draw a line right down the middle. Now, there we go. Now we're all lined up. All right, so let me do this over here. So we've got a straight surface. Where did my rulers go? Oh, hold on one second. I'm grabbing my ruler. Okay, got our ruler. I'm going to make a straight line. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to go to the black side. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch my camera so that way you can see this. Let's see. All right. Here's my little ironing setup. If you wanted to know, let me switch my camera back. So what I'm going to do is draw a diagonal line just from one corner to the next with my little Sewline pencil. And these are kind of all my favorite ironing supplies I've got around here. My Velocity iron, favorite iron ever. Love it so much. Best press. I always reach for that, mainly because the scent is Caribbean beach and it smells so good. It smells amazing. So, okay. I'm going to make a line. I don't know if you can see. Okay, good. You can see. So let's do that. And we're going to do this on, I think, the next 3 pieces or so. Oops. Let's get this out. There we go. All right. Diagonal line. Half square triangles were definitely a technique that I really enjoyed learning because it's so simple, and you can do, once you get the whole dynamic of half square triangles down, you can make so many projects with just half square triangles. And I feel like that's known, you know, a lot of people probably know that already, but to someone new to sewing, it was kind of life-changing, being like, oh, so easy, you know? All right, so I'm opening up my Altair. I'm waking her up. I haven't named her yet. Can you believe that? I've seen so many of you guys with your named machines, and I'm like, wait, I haven't named my machine yet. Let me know some ideas down below. All right. So I've got this. I'm going to fix my stitch length and stitch width here. I'm going to go, usually I go between 2 and 2.5-ish. So I'm going to go down to 2.5. We'll go down to 2. It depends. And sometimes I'll change if I'm going to, you know, depending on what project it is, sometimes I'll switch it up. Or if I'm midway through a project, I'll be like, you know what, I kind of want to try something else. So it really depends. But if I keep it in between 2 and 3, mainly 2 and 2.5, that's my good ballpark of where I like to keep it. So, all right, I've just got a 1/4-inch foot on here and just some plain white thread. I'm using Aurifil. I love Aurifil. This is another one of my favorites. If you were wondering, I always tend to use the same thread. So this is just a white thread from Aurifil. And then I do like this, I guess that wouldn't be bone, would it? No, it's more of like just a neutral, light cream that's just almost white. So, you know, something like that. But I love this one as well. And especially with piecing, you can't really see it. So it doesn't really matter what thread you use. But of course, if you were doing some top stitching or like finishing decorative stitches, then make sure you got a thread that you like. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to lift up my foot. And I did already thread it. So we are good to get started. All right. Of course, barefoot as per usual. Once I started sewing, I was like, I cannot sew with my shoes on. There's just no way. I'm going to bring you just a little bit closer so you can see what's going on here. I don't want my hand to cover my whole thing. All right, let's get started. Oops, and we're going to hold it right there because I need to fix my needle. We need to make sure that she is straight. Okay. So here's my little button, if you were wondering. I've got a little, oops, that is way in the corner. So it's right here, my left and right needle shift. So I want to make sure it's right in the center. Perfect. Or if you just look up here, we do have, there's tons of needle positions with the different types of stitches that you can choose. But if you wanted a more specific, you know, you want to be way more specific with where your needle was, then you have that option as well. So yes, Denise, I do have socks on. I shouldn't have said barefoot, but yes, no shoes. Okay, let's get started. You have so much more control. Maybe that's just me, but all right, we're gonna, there we go. All right, bring my needle back up. Okay. And we are ready to get started. Perfect. Cut our thread. And here we've got a perfect half square triangle. Voila. Okay. So once we got that, I'm going to do it a couple more times. And I'm just going to put them off to the side. We will be trimming it, but I'm going to wait till I have all of these done until I trim all of this. So let me mark this. You know, it might be better just to do this right here while I've got the light. All right. Or maybe I should get a pair of like designated sewing slippers or something like that. Or maybe we need to customize our own. Maybe that needs to be a Takeover Tuesday, making our own, embroidering our own slippers. All right. So let's do this again. I'm going light. I'm not going super hard. I am doing this on the machine, so I'm being very gentle. All right. Right sides together. Don't forget. Except with batiks, it's on both sides, so it doesn't really matter. It's kind of why I love working with batiks. It's a no-fail way of piecing and putting things together. All right. And I think that was a little bit off center, but you know what? That is a-okay with me. As long as it gets finished. Okay, last piece. We're gonna line it up. Diagonal line. Also, Denise just commented getting inspired to sew some half squares. I feel like this is such a good little, I mean, yes, it's a technique, but it's such a good way to just making some half square triangles can really get you in the mood to sew something else, or at least make it into something. It's just like a good exercise almost, just to get your head into the swing of things when it comes to sewing. So I always will do that when it comes to, especially when I am like thinking of a project and I want to make sure the colors really go together. I'll do a couple half square triangles with the fabrics that I want to use just to see them actually next to each other and see if they really go. Like this, for example, I did do some before and I was like, I kind of like that, you know, I kind of like that color tone, so I will keep it. But yes, great way to get yourself sewing and stitching and doing something. Okay, we got to move this up. Okay. These pieces are little, so sometimes my feed dogs don't quite catch. All right. Ooh, Ella had a good idea. What if you use a twin needle and cut down in the middle when it's finished? That is a really smart idea. I've never worked with twin needles before, so I might have to get some more of your tips on that. But I think that'd be a really cool idea. I think it would just depend on how far apart they are. If it can like keep that same allowance, that's the only thing that I could think of. But that's a good tip. I'll have to try that. I like that idea. All right, so now that we've got all of these, got all of our pieces, so now we are going to trim, and we should have 6. So we should have these, right? I think so. All right. Okay, we are good. So, or actually, I might have just... So I think Ella Bly had a really good idea because I think I did not do this right. So I think we're going to be sewing on each of these sides. So I'm going to quickly sew this real quick so that we cut this and we have 2 half square triangles. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Let me just fix this real quick and then we will be good. So instead of marking the center line, I sewed the center line. So let me just sew on the other side of these 2 and then we'll be good to go. All right. So this center, this right side should definitely be a mark. All right. Live television, or not television, live video, you guys. We love it. Okay. Make sure I'm getting really close to this. But at least I know that these pieces are going to be really secure. Alrighty, so let me just finish these. So, while I'm working this, I would love to know, let's see, since we were talking about Thanksgiving, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Because I will tell you mine for sure, but what are yours? I'd love to hear yours first. And you know what? it's got my back stitch setting on, so we're gonna fix that. Roxanne, I'm great to be able to talk and sew. You know what? It's kind of hard, but I like it because I don't know. It's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach, right? That like trying to do both at the same time. But I don't know. I think it's okay. And honestly, talking through it takes like the stress off of actually being nervous about messing something up or something like that. Like it keeps my mind not as focused on making sure everything is like perfect and stressing myself out, you know? All right, so you should have something like this now. I've got one more and then we'll be good to go. All right. Well, hey, I'm not perfect, you guys. I try to tell you. But let this be a warning to you to make sure you read instructions. And Paula Becker said all the leftovers. Yes. Stuffing. Shane said stuffing. Absolutely. You know, I saw a really good hack for Thanksgiving leftovers, and that is buying the like one-time use or just like the not plastic tin, but just the tin cupcake trays that have the cupcake holes in them. And you fill those up with all the stuffing that you want. And then you've got a platter of Thanksgiving leftovers, all with just a cupcake tin. Let me know if that made any sense. I really don't know if that made any sense. But I saw somebody do it for their leftovers, and I thought it was genius. And of course, I saw it after Thanksgiving. So it always happens. It always does. All right. So now we're going to cut these. Let me get my scissors. These are my favorite Kai. These are the N5210s. Oh, I love these. I love, love, love. All right. I'm going to just cut these in half. Now, don't freak out. I am cutting over the original sew line that I did sew. So don't freak out. We don't need that stitch anymore. All right. So we've got these, and I think I would love to see this project be with different types of fabrics, like the leaf be different types of orangey browns, and I didn't have enough orangey browns to use today, but I think it'll look good with this fabric regardless. So there we go. See, that's what we should be looking like. All right. Linda Brooks said broccoli casserole. I have not tried that. My favorite will always be pumpkin pie, but stuffing is very good too. I do love stuffing. All right. So we have all of these now. Now I'm going to switch my camera and we are going to flatten these out really quickly. Let me just make sure my iron's awake. But once you've got these, well, honestly, we can wait to iron those. But once we've got these, we're going to start working on, we're going to start working on the bigger leaves and the bigger leaves. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. So we're going to take our F fabric, which is these. These are, if you're following the 7.5-inch block, these should be 2 by 3.5 inches. And then of course we've got these, which are just going to be little 2-inch squares. So we've got these two. So we're going to do the same type of process with this little thing right here. We're going to do a diagonal line going this way and then one going the opposite way. Just don't forget that because I always will do it going in one direction. And you got to remember to switch it up so that way the leaves look different on each side. So let's get that diagonal line going. So first I'm going to go down like this. First gonna go down. Green bean casserole. Ooh. Thanksgiving food. Shannon said that it's the ultimate comfort food, and you are absolutely right. I definitely agree. I love, what else? My mom, I have to give it to my mom because she is a very good cook and I get a lot of it from her. But she makes some of the best food for Thanksgiving. I don't know what it is. And my family, just in general, I'm very lucky to have a lot of cooks in the family. We've got a couple chefs. We have just naturally some really good cooks. And I don't know what it is. They're so good. All right. So we're going to start off with this. So we're going to go down on this first one, and then we're going to go up on this next one. Okay. Corn see, I'm hearing a lot of casseroles. I haven't tried that many casseroles. I got to do a casserole taste test. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys are getting hungry. I didn't even think about that. All right, so let's start with this one. But this is a good way to get us in the mood with Thanksgiving because time, again, is going by so fast that now we're like, okay, we got to get excited. Got to get excited for Thanksgiving. All right, so we've got these, and then we're going to trim, and you should have something like this. Let's trim her. Where did my scissors go? If I were to recommend a pair of scissors to anyone, it would be these N5210s from Kai. I'm going to be honest, when I first started sewing and, started doing Takeover Tuesday and things like that and really getting into sewing and all of that type of stuff, quilting, all of it, I did not realize how important having a really good pair of scissors was until I found these. I'm serious. These are the best. Angela Wolf also uses these as well, and they are so, so good. All right, so we've got this piece. Now let's come over here, and we're going to do our next one. So again, don't forget, we're going to do this one going upwards. Yeah, Kai has really amazing quality scissors, and there's lots of different sizes. So if you didn't want a size this big, they've got tons of lower and smaller options as well. And they've got serrated, non-serrated, all of it. So, all right. Let me this up. All right. I love the lighting on this altar. I always find myself using this little area to mark things because the lighting is just better than anything else. Okay. All right. Alrighty. There we go. All right. Guys, we are getting through this. We had a bump in the road at the beginning, but hey, we are good. All right. So here are our two pieces. They should look opposite to each other, but it's okay if you cut them the same way. All right. So we've got these pieces. We've got our half square triangles here. I think I'm going to stop and start pressing these. So let me switch back to my camera, and then I think, yes, so this is on. So I'm going to switch this around so you can see my ironing little station. Hold, please. I'm the cameraman, all in one. All right. You should be able to see that. Perfect. So coming over here, these are our leftover pieces. We only got a few left, but let's start just pressing out our half square triangles. I always like to just get this done pretty quick in the process. I do love ironing. Like, it's quickly just become a favorite part of the process for me. I'm going to move all this stuff down. I don't want to hit it. So here's one. Look at how cute. I was really nervous that these colors weren't really going to go together, but I really like it. So good. All right. Just flattening these out. There's no need. See, I kind of went a little bit hard on this because now it's a little bit stretched. That would be my biggest piece of advice, is try not to go super hard on all of your smaller pieces, because you will quickly see how it kind of changes the fabric. So see, I'm going really light hand. But again, this is also scrappy. So if it's got some ridges or some curves or anything like that, I think that's what makes it look even better. But that could just be me. Whatever's up to you, though. And do you see how fast this is taking me to get this all pressed out? I just go over once, and we're good to go. So if that's any more reason to get the Reliable, I don't know what is. I really, really love this. And it's Joanne Banco approved. I mean, that's how you really know. Okay. So we've got all of these pieces. So let me take these two as well and just give them a little press. Always go to the dark side, like Star Wars. All right. Just gonna go press it over. And also the fact that I, made sure everything was starched and I used Best Press and got all of it ready to go. It makes it super easy to work with it later on when you're actually going through the project. So that is super helpful. All right. Perfect. All righty. I really like that color palette. It's really growing on me, guys. Okay. We're going to switch it back. Let me get back to my little area and we're good. All righty. Yes, if you're getting the Reliable, use distilled water. That's my one tip for you. Okay. So now that we've got those pieces, we are going to take our biggest cut, which is the A piece, which if you're using the 7.5-inch block guideline, this will be a 4-inch square. So what we're going to do, now we're making our stem. So we are going to cut this in half, and then we're going to sew onto each of this, which I believe, is that too long? No, I think we are just right on the money. So I'm going to switch my camera back real quick. We're going to cut this and then we'll be good to go. Alrighty. I should have done this before the show, but it's all good. Okay. I've got my little makeshift area going on here. I've got a cutting mat. This one I've had the longest, so sometimes it's a little, she's ready to retire. She's got a lot of cut marks in it, so I'll keep this one, and I am using an iron on top of it, but I have another cutting mat that I will never let an iron near because it can get really messed up. So highly recommend, do not use an iron on top of a cutting mat. I'm sure everyone's learned the hard way, but something will always happen. Okay. So we are going to stitch this on. And this is where having an iron is going to be really helpful, because these small pieces you're going to want to press out in between steps, of course. So once we've got that all lined up, also bringing back the purple thing, I hold this a lot. Like, I'll be holding this and not even paying attention and walking around the office. I love this. And a lot of people didn't know what it was last week. So this is just really, really helpful little tool, especially when you're trying to push fabrics into your feed. This is also a little reference to a 1/4 inch. So the space here, this is a 1/4 inch little square. Really great to make sure your seam allowances are good. And it's like $2 or $3. It's the best thing. And it's seriously a purple thing. A purple thing. Not a thing. A purple thing. You cannot get it twisted. Okay. I'll kind of show you how I use it. I just honestly will keep it. If I have a really small piece of fabric, I'll put my foot down. Oops. Put my foot down. And I'll just use it to kind of feed as a extra thing. But when it comes to embroidery, I love using this when doing in the hoop projects to keep fabric down or anything like that. There also is more tools that are larger if you're working with larger projects that we have on the website. But I will always be a fan of the purple thing because it is the most inexpensive and easiest way for you to have perfect little lines. Okay, I'm making sure that this is straight on the money. All right. Perfect. All right, let's get started. All right. Oh, they have a blue one? Is it called the blue thing? Julie said that she has a blue one. Is it a blue thing or is it still a purple thing? Very serious question. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it is. It's got to be a blue thing then, right? Okay. So now that we've got that, I'm going to line this up. And we're going to do the same thing over again. But the hardest part is almost over. I would say this is probably the hardest part. And all of the steps we've done before, now it's just taking all those pieces and putting them together. Yes. Shannon said that I'm sure someone, you know, we all have our own little tools. And you can honestly use anything, really. I mean, the most important thing is keeping your fingers and hands away from the danger zones. Like when embroidery is happening in the hoop projects, you're so tempted to like move it around. I am so guilty of that. I really am. I will always put my hands in there and I forget, and then I'll do it on the show. And then I remember, I'm like, oh my gosh, don't do that. I don't want other people doing that either. It's just, you know. But here's our finished stem. So I'm going to quickly press this out. Give myself some room here. Press to the dark side. Press to the dark side, especially because I'm working with batiks, and sometimes they're a little bit more transparent and less opaque than other fabrics. So it's really good to make sure that your seams are all good to go. Okay. Look at that. Perfect seams ironed out. Of course, there's a little bump right there, but here we go. All right. So now that we've got that, we're going to start off with all of our sections. So first, now here's our bottom. The stem's going to be going, oh, you can't even see me. Oh my goodness. Lori said you sew through your finger once and you won't forget. That happened to me. That did happen to me. I was it'll be my anniversary. I think it happened 2 or 3 years ago. I was making a Kimberbell ornament and I was so excited because it was the first time that I was using like vinyl, and it was a clear ornament that had like snowballs in it, and I was so excited. And you know, I just got a little too excited and tried messing with it, and I did, yes, the needle, yes. So that is always really, really fun. But to Lori's point, you never forget. You really never forget. All right, so now we're going to start to assemble our little pieces. So now, wait a minute. All right. Okay, let's start off with section A. So section A, I'll show you this as a reference. We'll start off with this little section here. Okay. Let's start. All right, so here we want to use this one for section A. We're going to do, should look something like this. I'm just laying it out so you guys can see it. And it'll be like this. And then we've got our plain leaves right here, little things. All righty. So that's going to be our first section. So let's put that together. All righty. Now I think these pieces got a little bit off center, but that's okay. Just gonna trim her up really quickly. All right, let me come back to my camera real quick while I'm here. Some of them got a little bit short-handed, so let's just make sure this is all good to go. I always do that, and there's a bunch of reasons why that could happen. If you end up with one of your pieces longer than the other, it could be you didn't leave enough allowance, anything like that. So now we're good. So let's put these together. Now I want to make sure that I'm sewing them the right way. All right, let's go back to my camera. Okay. Whoops. A piece flew down here. All righty. So section A, like this. Oops. And then we are going to flip over and sew these together. Oops. My foot control got a little stuck. All right. All right, so here's our first little part of our leaf. And then we're going to, let's press this out real quick, just to make it easier on ourselves. Oops, uh-oh, what happened here? All right, let's try that again. I think it got caught on that original seam. Oh no. All right, gotta love the live. Okay, let's check this really quick. Got a little bit of something going on. Where are my tweezers? You know what? Trusty old seam ripper. Always coming in handy. We got a little knot up here, so let me just pull these out. Sometimes you just gotta make sure that you're going nice and slow. I'm gonna trim these little pieces here. And let's try it again. All right. I'm going to make sure. See, I'm going to take my purple thing. I'm just going to make sure it's all pressed down. Go slow. There we go. Just a little bump in the road and we're all good. Finish that off. All right, and we are back. There we go. So here's part of our section A, and then we are going to connect these. Perfect. Oh, let me just make sure. Yes, okay. I always have to make sure I'm going the right direction. Things are going good. I have to double check. Another reason why the purple thing is so great, when you're working with seams and you want to make sure they're pressed down, make sure that foot gets lowered, and just to make sure the seam gets right under the needle the correct way, makes a huge difference. Norma, great comment. She said, a bump in the road keeps you awake. You bet. All right, so here's section A. And, all right, so let's put that off to the side. And this will come out. You can see I marked B for what piece of fabric I'm using. It will come out, so don't worry about that. All right. So now we're going to go to section B. So that means that we're going to work with these solids and then come back to these half square triangles. So let me move this off to the side. And our first step is to sew 2 of these and 1 of these. And again, I think these were a little bit too big, so I'll just have to match it up. That is not a problem. Just size those up really quickly. All right. I'm telling you, a seam ripper, a rotary cutter, and a dream are your best friends. So let me put these together really quickly. Right sides together, don't forget. Alrighty. Okay, so here's what we should be working with so far. Here's 1 row. Now we're going to do the same thing one more time. So 1 more time. Let me get, now where? Oh, here we go. All right, so let's sew these 2 pieces together. Let me size this up really quickly. Okay, so we've talked about our favorite Thanksgiving food. Now what else? Does anybody have like Thanksgiving traditions that you do? Mine, see, ours is if my birthday lands on Thanksgiving, then we'll do something on Thanksgiving. But other than that, I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any other like things that your family does, traditions, things like that. I feel like there would definitely be more Christmas though, for sure. But hey, let me know. Denise said, love the auto cut on the new machines. Me too. Oh my gosh, it is life-changing. I love it. My Presto had it. The one that I was using for a while before this had the thread cutter as well. And that was the first time that I really was like, wow, I really, really like this thread cutter. It really speeds up your entire process. All right. Let's put this together. The football game. Watching the football game? Nice. Nice. All right. Go Chiefs. Okay, so we've got our 2 little pieces here. And now we're on our last row of section B, which is sewing together 2 half square triangles. And we're going to want to go this way and this way. So it's going to look like this. And then we'll finish off with a solid. Now, I don't know. I must have gotten lost in translation when it came to these half square triangles. But you know what? It's all about the journey, right? Okay, let me size these up just one more time. Okay. Oh, I know of a good Thanksgiving tradition, the Macy's parade. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. I used to always watch that when I was younger. I don't know. Is it still on, or I don't know if I watched it last year, but that was something that I always looked forward to. I loved seeing all the floats and all the different things. By the way, I saw somebody comment this. You can get this pattern here for this quilt block down in the description box below. So if you just go hit the description of the video, there will be a link to the pattern that you can go download, and it'll be a PDF like this, which is really easy if you are good with like physical copies. All right, so let me just make sure these are all good to go. All right. They still do the Macy's parade? Okay. I could have sworn they still do it. Didn't something, I don't know, did something happen with one of the floats last year? I don't know. I remember hearing something about it. But I always loved watching the Macy's parade. All right. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a lot more about this parade than I thought. I did not know what was going on with it. I've been out of the loop. I'm so sorry. All right. Okay. We've got this. Here's our last piece. Now let's put all these pieces together. I'm going to quickly press all of these out. Good to know about all this stuff about the parade. I really didn't know. Oh, there's some. Okay. Let's press all of these out really quick. To the dark side. To the dark side. Okay. I'm just doing a quick press. But I am going to go over the top, make sure that the seams are all good. All right. So that's good. All right. Just one more. Let me check the comments. Thank you, Anne. I just saw your comment. Okay. I'm looking at all the parade comments. Well, now I know. If I don't watch the Macy's one, I know that there's a million other ones going on. So I will be busy. Oh, a Christmas Carol. Yes. That is, yes, absolutely. Okay. So we're going to go, hold on, where did this piece go? All right, so let's put these together. Perfect. All right, so let me switch back my camera. Perfect. All right, we're going to put these together. Let's do it. So since we're speaking of Christmas in the comments, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Now, I have one, but it might be controversial. Okay. It's a Wonderful Life. Yes. Die Hard is a Christmas movie too? My favorite Christmas movie is Nightmare Before Christmas, but I do get a lot of people telling me that it is not a Christmas movie. It is a Halloween movie, which I understand, but I think it could also be a Christmas movie. I always watch it during Christmas time, and then I get all the songs stuck in my head for the next 4 days after I watch it. Home Alone, yes. Oh, that's so great. I love that one. All right. Okay, we are almost done. Oh, Christmas Vacation. Are you talking about National Lampoons? I love that one. All right, so here's our last section. Guys, it's coming along. Oh, the Grinch. Guys, I was the Grinch. I dressed up as the Grinch last year for Countdown to Christmas, and then I walked around the office in a Grinch costume. That's probably, I might have to take that back. The Grinch, Elf, and Nightmare Before Christmas are my top 3. Absolutely. All right, I'm just pressing this out again. making sure it's all flat. So here's section B. This is the biggest part of the whole quilt block. Okay, so we should have just a few little pieces left. So now I'm going to take my last little solid piece. Oh, did I lose a solid? I might have lost a solid. Oh no, we're good. Okay, one more solid piece with, you guys can see me all confused. All right, so we've got this piece, and this piece is going to go underneath this piece, and then we will be good to go. Frosty the Snowman. Oh, I love that one. Elf really is the best. I love Will Ferrell so much. So much. He is my absolute favorite. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Elf movie is Blaine and Michelle's favorite Christmas movie, I think. I know for sure I think it's Michelle's. But, all right, let's put these together. And we want to go in this way. Oh, no, this way. There we go. All righty. Few more steps, guys, and then we will be good to go. And I'm getting all caught up on the bottom here. There we go. All right. All right. And guys, we're almost done. So this piece, oh no, I'm sorry. It's going to be this piece. I'm going to put it together. All right. Shirley, such a good idea making a table runner with this block. I actually saw one. Somebody did do a table runner. I'm not sure if it was this exact pattern, but someone did do one with this. Okay, so here we go. Oops, there we go. Perfect. All right, guys, we're almost there. We're going to take our last little, not half square triangle, but our last little cornered piece that we did here. Sew that on. Let me make sure that we are in the right spot. Yep. Okay. And then it's just going to be putting this all together. Let me get this extra thread out of here. Okay. So here we go. And look at that. She's coming along perfectly. All right. And I think our last step is to put these two and these two together. So I'm going to start off with this one since it's right here. We're going to put this together. And I would love to see your guys' take on this quilt block, or just what you end up making with it, or if you just do the block by itself. I'd love to see your colorways and how you guys chose to do it. Okay. So here's our first part. Look at it. It's so cute. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I think, hold on 1 second. So this, I think it's a little big. I think I've got to size it down to just a little bit. All right. So we're going to just size it down really quickly. Alrighty. I need to get a square ruler. I do have a square ruler, but it's a very small one. So that's definitely something I need to pick up for sure. Okay, so. And we're going to go ahead get this sewn together. All right. Almost there. It is the final stretch. Oops, let me reorder that. Perfect. All right. It is the last bit. The last bit. All right. So now we've got this. Look at it. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right. And now I'm going to piece these together. And then once we do this, I'm going to give it one last final press. So that way we are good to go. All right. Just trimming off this little bit. All righty. And guys, we're almost there. The last little bit. Just going to make sure everything's sized up here. Again, the purple thing. Scrooged. I like that. I like that. I don't know who said it. I just saw it for a quick second. All right. All right. Hold on one second. Got this little seam down here that needs to be fixed. Okay. All right. This is the moment of truth. Moment of truth. Oh, and what do you know? We are a little off center, but that's okay. Let me come back to my camera so you guys can see. Now, this was my mistake here. This stem here, little bit misaligned when I was sewing it, but hey, it's okay. Are all leaves perfect? No. So that means that your quilt block does not have to be perfect, okay? So here we go. Let's press this out. I will fix this, but for the sake of the length of the show, I will be doing that off camera, but I do want to give this one good press, but it's a super easy fix to fix that. It's not a problem at all. All right, and then we're just going to go on the top. It's such a simple fix, but you can just trim right there, bam, sew it, and you're good to go if you have that problem like I did. But here we go. What do you think, Kyle?
Looks good, Kennedy.
I don't know if you can hear that because I have it on a different mic mode, but he said it looks great. So there we go.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful, he said. Yeah, so I love it. Super excited, and I really hope you guys try it too because it's a very easy block to do, honestly. Of course, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to sew, and then read comments and then talk to you and then ask you questions at the same time. So it will take me a little bit longer than it will take you, but if you're focused, you can pop this out in maybe 20, 25 minutes. So love it. And Joanne had a good tip. I saw the comment pass really quickly, but she said add an embroidered vine. Oh, Joanne, you are so smart. Adding a little vine right here. Oh, I'm going to do that now. And now I want to turn this into a pillow and keep it forever because no one will ever know if I put a little stem right there. You're kind of genius. Well, I knew you were a genius, but that's just another genius thing you said today. All right. Thank you guys for staying with me and hanging out with me while I made this block today and chatting about the festivities and holidays. It was so much fun. I loved the show today, and you guys know what time it is now, and it's giveaway time. Roger, I don't think I put the screen up. I shared the screen. So if you want to do that really quickly, that would be awesome. Thank you. All right. So that way you guys can see the wheel. I forgot to put the wheel up on our little stream. So we're going to do some giveaways. Let's get started. And what is the first thing that we are giving away? You might be asking. Well, I will tell you. All right. The first thing is we're going to do our sew mats. Everybody loves our SMP Sew Mats. They are the best. We've got them in 14 different colors, 4 different sizes that you can choose from. A couple of them do not come in all of the sizes, but just head to our website if you are curious about that and you want to look up more designs. But these are amazing. They help cancel the noise and the vibration of your machine. I love using these when it comes to shows because it really helps quiet down the machine so that way you guys can hear me. But I mean, our machines, they're the best, and a lot of them are pretty quiet, but these mats are great. You can also use it as a little pin cushion, stick some pins in there if you are, you need to put them off to the side or something like that. They're great. So let's see who is going to win. Raja, spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Yeah, spin it.
Kyle.
So, Diva Creations, congratulations. You just won a SMP Sew Mat of your color choice and size choice. So if you'd like to claim that, head to smplive.tv, fill out the information, let us know where to send it to, and what color and size you want, and we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, let's do one more, Raja. Ooh, and I have some things that we're going to be adding to your... Oh, I also have another giveaway that might be really, really awesome. I got lots of swag over here. Wanda Mitchell, congratulations. You just won a sew mat of your choice. So if you'd like to claim that, head to smplive.tv, fill out the information, let us know what color and what size you want, and we will get that out to you really quick. Now, hold on just 1 second, you guys. Okay. I'm going to give away a $100 gift card, but we have some things that we're going to add. We'll have some surprises we're going to add into you, like these strap easies. We've got a ton of these. They are amazing for holding together cords, holding together bags, or anything like that. I use these all the time. So whoever wins today, you're getting some of these sent with, and you'll be good. Yes. Give us a demo.
Let's see. They stretch.
They stretch.
And then you can Velcro them together.
You can Velcro.
Velcro anything you want.
Yeah. Now, Kyle, real quick, open that. Should I give that away?
This?
Look what's inside.
I don't even need to look to say yes.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to give away today because I've been saving this. Oh, he's even going to take it out for me.
It's a big box,
Okay.
people.
This is brother luggage that I'm going to be giving away to you
Hold the box
for
down.
free today.
Ah.
Look at that. Design
Hold the
10. We're checking the box.
Ugh,
Look at
there you
this. You open it up. Oh, it's backwards. But it's got a case for your embroidery unit.
You can't see it.
You can't see it because it's so amazing and big, but trust me, I've been waiting to give this away for the right
We're gonna
time.
put a strap easy in.
We're
here,
gonna put more than one strap easy. We're gonna
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. So, who wants this luggage? Who wants this luggage, guys? Let me know. Whoever wins this today, I'm gonna spin in just a second. It is a little heavy, but it's not that bad. I'm just sitting down and I haven't moved muscles today. So, we're giving away some brother luggage today. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Actually, you know what? Let me get my phone and I can show you the pattern that's on here. So let me share my screen really quick. Okay. All right. So here it is. It's so nice. It's got that nice pattern on it. All right. And it's got the embroidery casing in it. So if you've got an embroidery machine and you want to carry your embroidery case, we got you. All right. Who wants to win this? I haven't even checked the comments. Okay. All right. I've been saving this one. All right. Roger, spin the wheel. Yeah, if you have a brother machine, this is really, 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 really. This is for the bag with strap easies. Well, everything. Desiree, woo, 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 woo. Congrats, Desiree, to claim that prize. Go to smplive.tv and just say you won the brother luggage, and we will get that shipped out to you for free. I hope you have a brother machine because that would be really, really awesome. But stay tuned for more giveaways like this because Now Kyle's asking me to give away vacuums. But stay tuned because I've got lots of boxes and lots of goodies around my little sewing area that you never know what I'm going to give away. And I think because I'm so grateful, like Joanne Banco was saying, I'm very grateful for SMP Nation. Next Tuesday might be a big giveaway day. You don't know. You'll just have to tune in and find out. All right. So again, like I was saying, everybody's getting strap easies today. All the giveaways are getting strap easies, but I want to give away a $100 gift card just really quick for anyone who has not won today, of course. Plus strap easies. So everybody's getting strap easies today. They're the best. If you want more demos on strap easies, you let us know. All right. $100 gift card going to someone special. Roger, spin that wheel. Oh, you guys are so... What's the word?
When we're dealing with strap easies, we get excited.
Yeah. Kyle and Roger love strap easies. They really do. Kathy Nabfield. Woohoo! You just won a $100 gift card. If you want to claim that, go to smplive.tv and let us know where. Actually, the most important thing that we need with that gift card is your email. But put in your address because we'll send you some strap easies too. All right, you guys. Well, that is going to complete our giveaways for today. But I'm just letting you know, since this was all a little impromptu, you don't know how next week's going to be like. Just saying. I'm just, you know the winky winks. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for today before I give away too much. But I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Try something new. Hopefully, maybe if you want to try this quilt block, give it a go, give it a shot. And like Joanne was saying, embroidering on top of it, please, if you do that, I would love to see. I would love to see what it looks like and see all of your amazing creations with this. But tune in this Thursday. It won't be me. Blaine will be back. Don't worry. But tune in on Thursday and next Tuesday. No show on Thanksgiving, unfortunately. But we'll be back for Cyber Monday right after that. Goodness, guys. Busy, busy, busy. All right. I'm going to get out of here. But I will see you all very, very soon. Okay? Okay? Bye, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.